Hello Morrowind and Steam Deck friends. In this video I want to show you how you can install the Curated Modlists from modding.openmw.com. There are two ways to do this. The first option is with the Alpha3 desktop and the second one with the UMO Installer. I will show both options and then you can decide by yourself which one you want to use. Some of the modlists like Just Beautiful Morrowind also contain Tamriel Rebuilt. Some of you ask me if I can do this on the Steam Deck, and I also wanted to try this for myself, so I'm gonna show you in the video how you can install these modlists, and then you have also access to Tamriel Rebuilt and so on. In the first part, I will show you the Alpha3 desktop, which is a graphical user interface where you install it, then you simply click on some buttons and it will install the modlists automatically for you. You can also switch between the modlists, have your own settings files, your own OpenMW settings, and your own save games for each modlist, and nothing is conflicting with each other. So this is the really simple solution and it works just fine on the Steam Deck. In the second part, I will show you the UMO installer, which is also recommended by modding.openmw.com to install the mod lists. There you simply execute some pre-configured commands in the console and it will download the mods, extract them, install them. And here you can also have multiple instances of OpenMW and play your mod lists simultaneously, having your own save games, exactly the same with the Alpha3 desktop. Just for your information, the Alpha3 desktop is just a graphical user interface which is using in the background the UMO installer. So this is the program which runs in the background of this, and here you can execute the commands by yourself. Here the commands getting executed when you click on the buttons. I still prefer the UMO installer because there I see what I'm doing and I also like it to work with the console or terminal. But I think for some of you it's more accessible to work with a graphical user interface where you just need to click some buttons. Both ways work perfectly on the Steam Deck, so I show you both and then you can decide whatever you want to use. I will show you for both versions, the Alpha3 desktop and the UMO installer, how you can configure the Settings.config file so that you get the best out of the performance on the Steam Deck, good graphic settings and a long battery lifetime. You can also let the settings on the default value, but I recommend to adjust them a bit. And after this video, you can adjust the settings for a smaller mod list with higher graphic settings and for a bigger mod list with lower graphic settings. I tested the vanilla mod list, vanilla director's cut, Morrowind Starter Pack and the Just Beautiful Morrowind mod list. If you only want to play vanilla Morrowind, you can simply choose the vanilla mod list or follow my previous modding guide where I created my own mod list, which is, I think, more beautiful than only the vanilla mod list. And if you want to play Tamriel Rebuilt and all the new content, I would recommend to play either the Director's Cut, so vanilla Director's Cut, or the Morrowind Starters Pack. The Morrowind Starters Pack has more mods than vanilla Director's Cut. For example, grass mods, and yeah, it looks a bit better. It's also from the performance running really well on the Steam Deck. Sometimes you have little loading times when you enter new cells, but it's really well playable. The Just Beautiful Morrowind mod list is also playable, but I think there are, or I only tested it for a short time, but I think there are more loading times when you look around, and yeah, I think it has too much mods for the Steam Deck. Maybe if you go even more down with the settings, you can also get it run smoothly, but I would recommend the Morrowind Starter Pack if you want new content, new graphics and stuff like that. After this, I will show the in-game settings. I will show it on Just Beautiful Morrowind here in the video, but you can simply copy this to any mod list. I also have some text boxes where I show my setting. Then I will also show my Steam Deck layout, or not the layout itself. I will show you how you can set it up. I have a separate video where I show my layout, where I have a link to my layout so you can just copy it. But for the Alpha3 desktop and also the UMO installer, we need to copy this layout, save it as a template and stuff like that. But I will show you everything in this part of the video. And in the end, of course, I will show you some in-game footage so that you can see how it looks, how it runs on the Steam Deck. For this, I will also choose the Morrowind Starter Pack to show you everything. Just for your information, in the video I will download the iHeart Vanilla version with both installers. This is just because it has only a few mods and it goes a bit faster when I want to show everything live here. And I forgot a little part for the people who watched my previous modding video and installed all the mods. I will show in this video how you can reuse the old mod list and run it simultaneously to this new mod lists here. So I start with the Alpha3 desktop installation. First of all, you need a fresh installation of Morrowind Game of the Year edition. For the people who come from my previous modding video and don't want to lose their save game and the mod list, go to your home/deck/.var directory, go to this folder here where your OpenMW Flatpak is installed. Copy this folder here, copy it to a safe place. There should nothing happen here, but just for safety, copy it. And go to your Morrowind installation under this path, home deck, local, share, Steam, Steam apps, common, Morrowind, and copy the data files folder from here to a safe place. After this, reinstall Morrowind. Make sure you have here under settings the English version installed, because the mod lists, some of the mods only work with the English version. So install this here. You can simply choose it here, close this window, and after this it will make a little update and you have the English version. After the installation, go to your browser, follow this link here to GitLab. I will also put this in my video description. There are also some other informations, all the commands which you need, the links and so on. Go here, click on this Linux build here. This will start a download of this Alpha3 desktop release here. After downloading it, go again to your home/deck directory. You can click here. Also just for information, use a keyboard and a mouse for this. It makes the life so much easier, and you need to go to your desktop mode, but I think that's clear. Then create a folder here, which is called OpenMW Alpha3. You can name it whatever you want. Go inside here and put the downloaded zip file here. Double click on it, extract it. So click here on extract, hit OK, and it will create this folder here for you. After this, you can also delete the zip file. And in binary here, you have the Alpha3 desktop application or graphical user interface. Double click on it, execute, and it will directly start. Then it will ask you to click here to select your Morrowind folder. So we click here, and then this window pops up here. Now we need to right click here, activate this show hidden files option. Now we have access to this folder here, .local, go here, share, then scroll down to Steam apps, to common, then go to Morrowind, data files. Yeah, click on data files, click on OK. Then we have the path selected. Then it says to you, it's missing MOMW tools and OpenMW. Click here to download and install everything. So we click here and it's automatically downloading everything with what we are needing. Later, when I show you the UMO installer, we need to do this manually, but that's also really simple. You just need to go to the site, click on download, extract the things, and that's it. But this is doing everything automatically for you. So here you see these two folders here. One is the OpenMW launcher, or OpenMW version 0.5, and the other one are these MOMW tools packs for Linux, which are needed to install these curated mod lists and so on. Then you have this graphical user interface here, and you can scroll here, so click and swipe here. Then you can scroll through the mod lists, and now you can simply, by clicking on a mod list, install it. So we go here on iHeart Vanilla. First, another thing you need to do is go to your browser, go to nexusmods.com and create an account here if you don't have one already. Then log in. Little information here. If you don't have a premium account, you need to click for every mod we are downloading on the slow download button. So this tool will open the pages from the mods, and then you need to click on slow download. It will open the next mod page, you click on slow download. Open the next mod page, you click on slow download, and so on. If you have a premium account, it will download everything automatically. The premium account, you can get a 3 days trial, so you can use this, and I think it only costs like $8-9 euro or something like that. Because if you have a bigger mod list, like the Total Overhaul mod list with 619 mods, you don't want to click on every mod on the slow download button. You can do this, it's also working, you need a lot of time, but you can also spend this $8 and get a premium account and download everything if you really want this. So I show this here with iHeart Vanilla, or use the 3 days trial. Then click here on install, and this will connect now to the nexusmods.com page, and it will ask you to authorize UMO to have access to your Nexus Mods account. Click here on authorize. Then you have successfully logged in, and it will start to download all the mods. So you see I have premium here, so it's doing this automatically, which is really cool. You see the progress here and so on. After this, it will extract the downloads, but don't click here anywhere in this window. You can, so in this highlighted window here, don't click here. It will stop the installation. You can here you can click, but not here. And you can also scroll here, that's no problem. So, and now you just need to wait till it's finished. It will also start the generation of the nav mesh tiles. It will run the validation tool. So it's a one-click installation, and you just need some time and wait, and that's it. So I will cut the video here, and that you don't need to watch all these downloads here. So it's a step further here, and now it's generating the nav mesh tiles. So you see, just wait here till the tool is finished and don't interrupt it. And now it's finished. So it's generated the nav mesh tiles. The validator validated everything. We have everything downloaded and extracted. And now you can click here. Then it will close this window. Now you need to close this completely here. I have it open 2 times. Then go here on binary. Then just start it again. And now you have this little play button here. If you click on it, you can play the mod list. Now we only need to adjust the settings.config file, the in-game settings, and the Steam Deck layout, and also add this to our Steam library and adjust a launch option there. And then you can run the game. Later, you can also click here. So click here, not on the play button, and go here to manage settings. But we only, on the default, we have only a few settings here. Later, you have much more settings here. But for this, we need to do a little trick. First, I show you how you can add this to Steam. Simply go right click here on Alpha3 and click here on Add to Steam. Then you have it in your Steam library here, so you can also launch it from the game mode. Then you need to go here on the properties or settings and add this command line here. So Steam Deck equals 0. I will also put this in my video description, then you can simply copy it. And we need this because without this we have really low FPS in gaming mode. This command will force the Steam Deck to run like a normal Linux PC and not like a Steam Deck. If you want to adjust here the background and stuff like that, you can go to SteamGrid.db and download some pictures from there. Then you can go here again on the settings. Here you can adjust the little icon here. And here you can adjust the background here, make a logo and so on. Then you have it like, for example, this one here. In the next part, I will show the UMO installer, and after this, I will show how you can adjust the settings, adjust the in-game settings, and how to set up my Steam Deck layout. So if you are sure you want to do it with Alpha3 Desktop, you can skip the UMO installer part and go directly to the settings part. If you want to see which mods are in the mod list, you can go to this page here. It's also in my video description in the UMO part. And then you can click here on the mod list. Then you get here table of contents. You see all the mods. You can click on the mods, read a description to them, read a description to the whole mod list, and so on. Also on this page are some informations to UMO and a link to the FAQ if you want to read here something or if you have some questions and stuff like that. Also on this page are some informations to UMO and a link to the FAQ if you want to read here something or if you have some questions and stuff like that. Now I show you how you can install these mod lists with the UMO installer. You simply need to go to this page here, moddingopenmw.com. I will also put the link in my video description. Again, like I said before, you need a fresh installation of Morrowind. And you need the English version, so simply select here the English version. It will update the game here and install the English version. If you come from my previous video, please, and if you want to reuse my old mod list, please go to the Morrowind installation here. Just will show this if you skip the first part. Go here to Morrowind, save this data files folder here to a safe place, and go to .var app here in the OpenMW Flatpak and copy this whole folder here also to a safe place. Here nothing should happen, but just for safety, copy it. Then fresh installation of Morrowind, and then we can start with the UMO installer. For this, go to this page here, then you will be here on the automatic installation guide. Here you can also read a lot of information to modding. If you click here on the mod lists, you see the containing mods of the mod list. Here you can select a mod list, then you need to choose your system. We are on Linux on the Steam Deck. I will show this for iHeart Vanilla because it has only 24 mods. Then click here on Submit. The page will reload, and then it's set to this specific OS and mod list. Here you also have a video where it shows how to install with UMO, and yeah, all your commands are now set to this specific mod list you've chosen above. Then you need to install OpenMW and the MOMW tools pack. For this, we cannot use the Flatpak anymore like I did it in my previous modding video. We need to download the Tarball release from here. So click here. Then you are on this GitHub page here, scroll down and click on this version here. OpenMW 0.5 Linux 64-bit .tar.gz. Click here, start the download. I already downloaded it, so I cancel it here. Go back, go to this link here. Choose your system. Again, we are on Linux here, and download the MOMW tools pack. I also downloaded this, so I cancel it. And you see it's the same like with the Alpha3 desktop. Then go to your home directory, home/deck. Create a folder here, which is called, for example, OpenMW UMO. You can also name it whatever you want. Go inside here, put here the downloaded packages, then double click on it, extract, so click here, then it will create this one here, and go on this one, double click, extract, and it will create this one here. Then the next thing we need to do is go inside of this folder, go here to the OpenMW wizard, double click on it, click on execute, next, existing installation, next. If this doesn't show up here for you, click here on browse, go to your computer, double click here, go to home, go to deck, right click here, activate this show hidden files option, then go to local share, Steam apps, common, and search for Morrowind. We are here. Go to data files and click on the morrowind.esm file. Open this. Click on next. Language is English. Click on next. Let this all activated here like it's default. Click on next, finish, and you install the OpenMW launcher or OpenMW. Next thing we need to do is go back here. Then we need to create these 3 folders here. So right click, create new folder, name it UMO cache. Create another one, name it UMO Modlists. Create another one, name it UMO mods. Inside of UMO mods, you need to create another folder for every mod list you want to install. You can name it whatever you want. You just need the right name later. So you simply need to copy the path from here. So you see I already installed some mod lists here. So create for every mod list you want to install a folder here with a special name. The other folders, you don't need to do anything. This gets automatically generated also here. And now that you know what these folders are, into cache comes the downloaded archive files, so the mods. Then the tool will extract these mods, and then it will put them into these folders here, but they will be generated automatically, just that you see it. So then you have your extracted mods inside of here. And into the last folder, because we do a special installation here, which is called portable installation, we will put the specific save games for a mod list, the specific OpenMW.config file, and specific Settings.config file, and some other user data. So later, every mod list has its own folder with save games and user data. After generating these folders and installing OpenMW, go to the MOMW Tools pack, double click here, right click here, and click on Open a Terminal here. Then go to this page here and copy the first command from here, UMO setup. Go to your terminal, right click and paste, or Ctrl+Shift+V. Again, you need to be logged in to nexusmods.com. If you have a premium account, all the downloads will start automatically. If you don't have a premium account, you always need to click for every mod on the slow download button. So the tool will open for every mod in the mod list, own tab here in your browser, and you need to click on the slow download button. You can get a 3 days trial for free, so just get a premium account. And for the bigger mod lists like this one here, Total Overhaul, Expanded Vanilla, Graphic Overhaul, it's much more comfortable when you have the premium account, and you can also it costs $8, €8 or something like that. So you can also spend this if you want a big mod list or if you want all 3 of them or so. So log in here, not this one, log in, enter the command here, click on enter, and this will connect to nexusmods.com, and it will ask to have access to your Nexus Mods account. Click here on authorize. Then you're successfully logged in. Go back to the terminal, and now it asks you for a path where to put the mod list. For this, we created this folder here. Click on it, go here, copy the path, go back to your terminal, click here, Ctrl+Shift+V, or right click and paste. Hit enter, then it will ask you for the path of the cache directory. For this, we created this folder. Double click here, copy the whole path from here. Make sure everything is correct here with the paths. Put this inside here, hit enter, and it will set up all the paths. And now we are ready to install mods. So this is also really simple to do everything here. It's already an automation tool. Then the next thing what we need to do is to install a mod list. So we copy this from here, go to the terminal, put the command in here, hit enter. I already installed this mod list, so it will not download anything here. It's just syncing the data, but normally it would start the download, extract the mods, and so on. So then after this, you've installed the mod lists or you downloaded and extracted them. The next point is this command here, but we want a portable installation. They have here some tips for it. I also adjusted this command a bit. I will put it in the description of my video, also the other commands, but make sure you adjust it to the right mod list, otherwise you get some mix in here. What we're doing now with the next command is running this tool here, which is inside the MOM tools folder with these parameters here. So make sure there's always a space sign here between every parameter. So here space sign, here space sign, also here between this one and this path here, and so on. Here, and here. Here you need to put in the path from here, so the folders we have created. Double click here, copy the path, and put it into this command. At the end, you need to write the correct name of the mod list. You find the correct name always here on the side. When you update it with another mod list, I will just show this, hit here submit, then you have the right names here on the page. So we have iHeart Vanilla right now. Go back to the terminal, put this inside here, and this will now generate this folder with the own user data and so on. It will generate nav mesh tiles and it will run the validator. Because I already installed, it will first remove all the tiles, and now it starts to generate them again. So here you always see what the tool is doing. Here you see the progress, and here you also need to wait for the small lists. It goes really fast. For the bigger mod lists, this will take a longer time. Don't interrupt this here, just let it run. Make sure your Steam Deck doesn't turn off, so you can here manually block your Steam Deck, put it on your charger, and nothing should happen. Then, yeah, it will be finished right now or in a few seconds. Yeah, next, after this, we have installed it. Then we will add OpenMW to Steam, rename it, add some launch options. And then I will show you how to adjust the settings file. Yeah, here I have an example for this command here with Just Beautiful Morrowind. So we have here another folder name, and here the mod list name. Here I have the command for Morrowind Starter Pack and so on. It's really easy, no problem here. So what it's doing, it's finished. Also the validator run through it, and it will say to you here, great job, no problems detected, validation completed when everything was fine. Just for you, for information, I had to run this command here twice. I don't know why. To make it work properly, just for you to be aware of that. If it doesn't work, try the command again. Check if you type everything correct, check the space signs and so on. So now this is finished. Then you can close the terminal and we can add OpenMW to Steam. So we go here in our OpenMW UMO folder, go here into OpenMW 0.5 and look here for OpenMW. So not the launcher, we need this one here. Right click here and click here on Add to Steam. Then this will show up in your Steam library. Here I already renamed it, but normally it's only OpenMW. Then you go here on the settings, rename it to a specific mod list. Here, for example, I Heart Vanilla. And then we need to add a launch option here. I will also put this in my video description, then you can simply copy it, but adjust it if you have another mod list. The first thing here is this command Steam Deck equals 0. We need this because if you don't activate this, you have really low FPS. We need to force the Steam Deck here to run as a normal PC and not as a Steam Deck in gaming mode. Then the next thing is --config, then the path to the where your mod list or your config data is. Put the path in quotation marks if you have space signs in your path, or just always do it. I also don't use space signs, but just use it. Then we need to tell where the user data is. So it's in the same path like the configuration file. And we need to put this parameter here. And that's it. The path here is this one here under UMO mods and the folders you created. What this is doing when it launches the game or OpenMW, it will load the specific config files and your specific user data and so on, so that you can seamlessly switch between different mod lists. So this is really cool. If you install a second mod list, just go back again here and add this again to Steam. And then you do the process from beginning. Go here to the settings, rename this to the new mod list, put your launch options here, and that's it. Then you can run simultaneously or seamlessly switching mod lists. If you want a nice looking background here and this little icon, and so you can go on Steam Grid DB. There you can find all these pictures. Then go here on the settings. If you click here, you can change the icon. If you click here, you can change the background, the logo, and so on. They have pictures in the right resolution and everything. And now I will show you how you can set the settings.config file for both the UMO installer and the Alpha3 desktop. For this, simply go into your OpenMW folder. So either in here when you use UMO, or when you use OpenMW Alpha, go here into binary here, OpenMW. And from here, we start the OpenMW launcher. Same for here. Double click on this, execute. And here you have the OpenMW launcher. I show you all the options now. First, you need to limit the frame rate to 32 FPS. This was a good value in my previous modding guide. And I think for the mod list, it's also a good value. If you have a smaller mod list like iHeart Vanilla or iHeart Vanilla Director's Cut, you can increase this also if the performance is good with it. If you have a bigger mod list, let it on this value here. Then disable vertical synchronization. We want to play it in full screen. Anti-aliasing, the same like with the FPS. Standard value is 8. If you have bigger mod lists, you can go down here. If you have smaller mod lists, you can go up. You can play with these values if the performance is not so good, or if you feel like the performance is good enough, I can raise it a bit. The resolution is the standard Steam Deck resolution this year, 1280 times 800. And then we go on with the settings. Here on the gameplay, you can simply copy the options I activated here. If you go with the mouse over option, you also see a small description to it. So then you can also check if you want this or not. Some of the mod lists also activate some of these options here. We will see later in the settings file what you need to do with this. On visuals, activate these here. On shaders, activate these here. On fog, activate this and put this value here, 0.8. On Terra, this is now really important for the performance. The viewing distance, I set it to 4 cells. If the performance is not so good, so in a bigger mod list like Total Overhaul or Just Beautiful Morrowind, you need to reduce this to 0.25, 3.0, 3.25, and so on. But for now, we put this on 4 cells. We can also adjust this in-game. And then you need to activate these two options here, distant land and active grid object paging. On this value, you set 0.020. And again, if the performance is too bad, you can increase this value to something like this, or this, or this. Or you can also go higher. What this is doing is if some objects in a specific distance or objects in a specific distance will only show up if they have this minimal size. So if you increase this value, you see only bigger objects and the small objects disappear. And this will, or this can improve your performance. But for default, we set it like this. And then on the post-processing, we want to disable this. This is also better for our performance, but we can also do this later in-game, and I will show it again. The shadows, please deactivate all the shadows. It's also much better for the performance, and you will not realize if you play a while that there are no shadows, or yeah, it's not a big problem. Lightning, you let it on the default values. Audio, everything default. Interface, this option is really good that you can zoom on the maps, especially if you're playing on the Steam Deck. And this one is also good. Change dialog topic color. And this ones you don't need to activate these 4 here, show the effects and stuff like that, but you can simply copy it from here. On miscellaneous, you don't need to do anything, testing the same. Then you can close this window here. After closing the OpenMW launcher, so for both versions, UMO and Alpha3, go to your home directory, go to View, make sure you have this Show Hidden Files option here activated. Go to Config and then search for OpenMW. And here, the settings file, which we generated, is getting saved here. Then you can open this here, put this here on the right side. Here you see we have all these values here, the object paging min size, distant terra equals true, our resolution, and everything what we set. Then this you should not have it, but the rest you should have it. Then after this, go either here, if you use UMO, to the mods here. Maybe if this settings file here doesn't show up, you need to launch the game once and then it should be here. Then you can open this by double click. So go to your specific mod list. You need to do this for every mod list. Also when you install a new one. And for the Alpha3 desktop, go here. And here in this folder, you have your mod lists. And here you have also a settings file. Then open this. And you see this one, it's a really small mod list. It has not many values. Put this on the left. Here, right click, detach. This here on the right side. And now we start copy things from our generated file from the OpenMW launcher to the existing settings files. And what we need to do here is, so you need to be a bit careful here, because you should not have double entries. So you should not have two sections with camera here in one file. So simply look here, okay, camera, I have it here on the right side, I don't have it here on the left side. So I can simply copy it to here. The order of the sections here doesn't matter, only the correct typing and the values and so on. Then we go for the next, fog. We don't have it on the left side, so I copy it and put it here. Game section, we have a game section here. We have these three values here equals true. And we have this value here. We have it here. We have this value here. And we have this value here. They are all set to true. Same here. So I can copy everything from here and overwrite this. If here on the left side, or this comes here for shaders, so I explain this later. Shadows, copy it from here to here. Terra, copy it from here to here. Same for video. Just check, do you have it on the left side? No, then copy it. And now GUI, we have it here, we have the same values, so I don't need to do anything. So this here, it's the same like this here. Map, we don't have this one. Put it here. And now, also an important point, I have here under shaders, anti-alias alpha test equals true. This is a value which is set by this mod list here, iHeartVanilla. I don't have it here. And so I copy these values here, but I do not overwrite anything here. I just add new things. And that's it. I want to show you a little extra here. Here in the Morrowind Starter Pack, I show you my Settings.config file. So then you can compare it to your Settings.config file when you use the Morrowind Starter Pack. So we have here the first part, the shaders, and here the second part. And I added two extra values here, which we haven't in the previous part. One is here on the ground cover, rendering distance equals 20,000. I will put this in my video description, then you can simply copy it. This is the distance where the grass will be rendered. And the other thing is this one here, somehow this doesn't get generated with our OpenMW launcher. So I added it manually here. The object paging active grid equals true. And this will also be in my video description. So then you can also copy it from there. That's it. Now I can save the file here, then close it. Also close this. You should always close these settings files because there can be errors if you have it open and you open the launcher, or if you open the launcher and then you open the settings file. You should always close these things again. Same for the launcher. If you have opened the OpenMW launcher and start to edit the settings file, yeah, there can be conflicts because both are editing the same files. And then you have your settings file here or here for the UMO installer. And you can do this for every mod list here. Always open them, take the generated one, compare them, copy new things. And yeah, that's it. It's also really simple. And now we go on with some in-game settings. For this, I will simply start Just Beautiful Morrowind. Then you see also a bigger mod list. I'm recording here a video right now in desktop mode, so the FPS will drop a bit here, just that you are aware of it. I will show later in-game footage where I record it in a different way and you see the real performance. But I just want to do with you the in-game settings. This is also for both parts, UMO and Alpha3 desktop. It's for both the same. So we're going in here. I already created a save game. So I can load my game here. And there we are. It's now, I think, the wrong resolution because I'm on the big screen now and normally it's on the Steam Deck. So it maybe also looks a bit more pixeled. And like I said, the frame rate is dropping because I'm recording. So then we go to the options. And inside here, controls, I show this later and also in my other video. On video, you can also change the resolution here. Maybe I just do this real quick. And you see it's looking a bit better right now. Then here you can turn on post-processing and you can turn it off. You should turn this off. If you have it on, you have something like this fog here, these clouds, and I don't know, some lightning stuff and so on. But this is not so good for our performance, so we turn this off, and I think it still looks good. So you can also play like this. Then for the field of view, you can raise this a bit. I like it more like value of 65 or something like that. Then you don't have this bullseye effect. Detail level for Just Beautiful Morrowind, you should reduce the viewing distance a bit. So yeah, play around with this. maybe 3.25, maybe 3.0. Yeah, maybe try it like this. And if you realize the performance is not so good in the big cities like here, Old Ebenhard or Amalexia, reduce it. Anisotropy filter, I set it to 8. Here I go on bilinear. Water, I turn this water shaders and refraction on. This is on low, world, and sparse. With these water shaders, you have this nice reflections here on the water, which looks really good, I think. I don't want to miss this. And for the lights, you can let it on the default value. And another important thing here are the script options. So normally in Just Beautiful Morrowind, for example, this here is enabled. And then you have it like this. If you running outside, you are in third person. If you enter a building, you go to ego perspective. If you don't like this, you can change it here in the options. Go to action camera swap, turn this off. And now you can change it like you want. Then another thing is normally if you go here to OpenMW camera, scroll down here, head bobbing in first person view. This is also enabled by default. I just already played around with the settings here. Then it would look like this if you run. If you don't like this, you can also deactivate it in the options here. But I think most of this stuff here is really personal options. What do you like and what not? And so just go through these options, read it, and think by yourself, do I want this or do I don't want this? And yeah, activate it like you want it. And then you are fine. You can also let it all on the default values. I think the mod lists are really good. And yeah. So I think that's it for the in-game settings. Next point is, of course, controller layout for the Steam Deck. But this is another part of the video. Then I want to show how you can reuse the old mod list from my previous modding guide. This is also really simple. When you followed this guide, you have here the OpenMW launcher, the Flatpak from the Discovery Store installed. And then you simply go to your place where you save the data files folder, like I told you in the beginning of the video, and the OpenMW folder. Then you go to Home, Local, Share, Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Morrowind. And what we are doing now is right-click here, copy the whole Morrowind folder, and paste it here and rename it to Morrowind 2. When you have a different language, so I play this mod list here in German, when you also do it like this or in your language or whatever, make sure you reset the language here before you copy the folder, and after it, reset it here back to English. But I think most of you play it in English because it's just more compatible with the mods. And then take your old data files folder where we have all the mods in, copy this, go to the Morrowind 2 folder, and just put it inside here, click on, like we did it in the video, write into it, apply for all, and override for all. And then the complete folder here gets overwritten with all our modding stuff here. And the only thing we need to do then is start the OpenMW launcher here. Go here to data directories. Click here on append. Search for, go to home, deck, right click, show hidden files, local, share, then go to Steam apps, so come on, Morrowind 2, click here on OK, then you should have this path here in it, and remove the other part which is pointing to the Morrowind folder, so the normal Morrowind folder. And that's it. Then you can close this here again. You can launch OpenMW from here. There's another thing you need to do. Here, after changing this here, you need to activate the ESP files here again. So just don't activate the grass ESP files here. I also have shown this in the other video that we activate this in the openmw.config file and not here, but the rest you should activate them again. And then you can launch it. And you have your, so also Steam Deck resolution here. And then you have your save game, you have all your mods and everything. And yeah, that's it. Then in the next part of the video, I will show you how to configure the Steam Deck layout. And then will come the in-game showcase. To do this, simply go to your Steam library, go to Morrowind, then click here on this little controller button here. Then the Steam Deck layout configuration will open. And here click on the layout. Then go to community layouts. And here search for my layout. So it's this here, Morrowind OpenMW version 0.5, gamepad, mouse, keyboard, mix layout. Click on this, accept it as your layout, so download it. And then you should have the layout right here. And what you need to do now is click here on this little wheel symbol, click on export layout, and then go here, select as new template, and then click on accept here. And then you have this layout here. I can also show it shortly here as a template for all the other games. Then you can close this. And now you can go to your mod lists. If you installed with UMO, you need to set the layout now for every mod list. So simply go here. Then this little window here will pop up again. Then go here, go to templates, scroll down, and you should now have my layout here as a standard template. Then select it as your layout, and that's it. And then you can do this for every mod list where you want this. If you installed with the Alpha3 desktop, you only need to do this once, because it's then set for the Alpha3 desktop, and then it will also be used for every mod list inside of this. After this, you just need to adjust some in-game settings, but for this I recommend to watch my other YouTube video, because I have a full video. It's called Steam Deck Layout Morrowind OpenMW version 0.5, where I show the layout, explain how it works, and what in-game settings you need to set up to make it work properly. You can find the link to the Steam Deck layout video in the video description, in the pinned comment, and I will also link the video here. And now we come to the last part of the video, where I show you some in-game footage of the Morrowind Starter Pack mod list. Here you see my settings again, the object page min size, and anti-aliasing. You must set this in the settings.config file, but I also showed everything in the video, and you should have these settings like this right now. The rest you can set it in-game. The water settings, I have everything on, so the water shaders, refraction, and the other two options. The script options, I didn't change here anything, so these are the default settings of this mod list. We start here in Sedanin. On the top you can see my Steam Deck power overlay, and it shows the FPS and CPU and GPU usage. Here you can see the graphic herbalism mod, where you can pick the plants here. It's not opening a container. And yeah, we also have the classic UI in this mod list. Here on the map you can use the touchpad to scroll here on the map. To zoom in and out you can use the stick. And yeah, it's all looking really beautiful here with this grass mods, the new water shaders, and all of these new textures in this model. And you can see we have a stable FPS of 32. Sometimes it drops a bit. Also when entering a new cell, sometimes we have a small loading time, but I think it's really well playable on the Steam Deck, and the small loading times doesn't interrupt you. We have a CPU and GPU usage between 20 and 50%, and so we have some space. We are not running on full power, and yeah, that means that you can run it also with the battery for a long time. You don't need to always charge your Steam Deck. Here we are in Tamriel Rebuilt now, in the city Old Ebonheart. I choose this place because here we have a lot of NPCs, a lot of buildings, objects, and all this stuff, and we need a lot of performance here. And even here you can see it runs really well. We have a stable FPS. Sometimes it's also dropping a bit, but I think that's really okay, and you can play it really well here. Here you see an indoor location with all these lightnings and so on. Also looks really beautiful here, everything in this mod list. And yeah, that's why this is my recommendation, Morrowind Starter Pack for the Steam Deck. And yeah, now we also will go outside of the city and check how it's running here. So here you saw again a small loading time. So that's it. Thanks again for watching, and hit thumbs up if you liked the video and if it helped you. Let me know in the comments which mod lists you've installed, which settings are you using, is everything working fine for you? And yeah, maybe I will also make a new video where I show Morrowind Rebirth, which is also a cool mod list, so Morrowind Rebirth on the Steam Deck. And maybe I will also test the Total Overhaul mod list and make a small video to this. And yeah, have fun with all these mod lists, with the automation installers, and enjoy Morrowind, my friends. See you next time.